Lagos State government pledges support for micro, small, medium businesses. Federal government constitute committee to study economic impact of the United States trade tariff on Nigeria. On the foreign scene, United States President Donald Trump exempt smartphones from new tariff. In sports, Nigeria under 18 and the under 20 women's handball teams prepare in Lagos ahead International Handball Federation tourney. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. The Lagos State government is committed to empowering micro, small and medium entrepreneurs, MSMEs, by fostering a supportive environment that enables them to flourish. Special Advisor to the Governor on Tourism, Arts and Culture, Idris Aregbe, said this while speaking with journalists at the ongoing second edition of the Niger Brand Chicks NBC Trade Fair in Victoria Island. According to Aregbe, the three-day event will also be replicated across the 5 divisions of the state, including Ikeja, Badagry, Ikorodu, and Ekpe. To assist more MSMEs in the state, he noted that the NBC Trade Fair attracted over 200 vendors and over 77,000 attendees, which he believed would foster stronger connections between vendors and customers, as well as attract more investors to Lagos to create job opportunities for residents.
SMEs means a lot, and whether you like it or not, no matter no matter what billions you have, it starts from somewhere. And this, so what we're doing today is to make sure that these are people who have been able to build their business, and we are here to make sure that we help them to scale it up. And that's what and you can be rest assured that it will also have a ripple effect, on the economy. And once that is done, you can be sure that everybody will feel the impact.
Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Taiwo Baruwa, described the fair as a combination of commerce and entertainment to boost visibility for participants. Baruwa lauded the innovation of Sanwo Naira as the means of exchange at the trade fair, with an expected target of 5 billion naira.
The essence of it all is to encourage the small business owners, and we believe strongly that over the time when we have things like this, most of these people will become big businesses, because Rome was never built in a day, and a little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. So that's the whole essence.
In their remarks, Chief Executive Officer of NBC Trade Fair, Nelly Agbogo, and a participant, Anthony Boluwaji Abayomi, highlighted Lagos State commerce prowess and its role in the success of trade exhibitions aimed at bringing entrepreneurs together for increased connectivity, business opportunities, and entertainment. The event featured performances by the Lagos State cultural troops, comedians, and A-list musicians who were on standby to entertain at the fair. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has commended the film's global breakthrough creative team, reaffirming his administration's dedication to supporting the art. And this is coming as My Father's Shadow, a powerful drama rooted in the country's political and cultural history, is set to premiere at the 2025 Cannes Film Festival this May. According to the Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Toke Bentinawenka, the film represents a significant step in amplifying Nigerian voices on the world stage. The Lagos State government has allayed fears of Lagos Island residents regarding the recent flooding in the area. Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources Tokumbo Wahab said when the urban regeneration project is completed, it will address the perennial flooding issues in Adeniji, Uroyi, Dumagbo, Jogiwa, Jankara, Aroloya, and environs. This assurance is coming after an assessment tour to check the level of work as regards Lagos Island regeneration project. Wahab, who instructed that illegal shanties constructed on the drainage channel of King Ado High School on Ujogiwa be removed, also ordered that a building under construction on Idioluo be sealed for dumping their building materials on the drainage channel. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has set up a subcommittee to evaluate the potential economic impact of the recent trade tariff by the United States government. Director of Information and Public Relations at the ministry, Mohamed Manga said the decision came after a meeting of the Economic Management Team, chaired by Minister of Finance and coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wali Edo. While Nigeria's main export, crude oil, is not directly targeted by the new U.S. tariffs, these policy changes have happened at the same time as falling international oil prices, raising concerns about possible pressure on Nigeria's revenue and budget. Minister of Finance and coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wali Edun, said Nigeria is well positioned to withstand global trade disruptions, including the U.S. import tariffs. Ekiti State Governor Biodun Yebanji has reiterated his commitment to sustaining the pace of development in the state, assuring that his administration will not relent in its effort at creating an enabling environment for economic growth, infrastructure, development, and social welfare of the citizens. Oyebanji thanked President Bola Tinubu for putting in place economic policies that had ceded more funds to the state, including Ekiti, thereby paving the way for greater development. The governor said this in Lagos shortly after he received the Vanguard Newspaper's Personality of the Year for Good Governance Award and Energy Times Magazine's Energy Governor of the Year Award at two separate events. Oyebanji said the awards, like the previous ones, belong to the people of Ekiti State, who have demonstrated unprecedented support for his administration's developmental agenda. In foreign news now, U.S. President Donald Trump's administration has exempted smartphones and computers from reciprocal tariffs, including the 125% levies imposed on Chinese import. U.S. Customs and Border Patrol published a notice explaining the goods would be excluded from Trump's 10% global tariff on most countries and the much larger Chinese import tax. The move comes after concerns from U.S. tech companies that the price of gadgets could skyrocket, as many of them are made in China. These exemptions also include other electronic devices and components, including semiconductors, solar cells, and memory cards. White House said the move was a negotiating tactic to extract more favorable trade terms from other countries. Trump has said his import taxes will address unfairness in the global trading system, as well as bring jobs and factories back to American shores. In sport now, Nigeria's under-18 and under-20 women's handball teams have begun their preparations in Lagos ahead of the International Handball Federation Trophies Women Zonal Phase scheduled for April 20 to 24 in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire. The under-20 team comprises players who made history last year by qualifying for the World Cup for the first time ever in Nigeria's handball history while competing in the under-18 category. Both teams are currently undergoing intensive training at the Roy Park Sports Center, Yaba, Lagos, under the guidance of their coaches, John Uzo for the under-18 team and Adewumi Shitu for the under-20 squad. The under-18 camp features several promising talents, including Joy Omoli, Rivers Queens, Islamia Taiwo, Seasiders Babes, and Phoebe Uluwala Diovekiti, among others. Both teams must emerge victorious at the zonal phase in Abidjan to secure qualification for the continental phase later this year. And that's it on the news at 6. But just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Please keep your valuables out of view of miscreant. You can follow us and like all of various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 51,504 graduates applied for the graduate internship program designed to expose interns to hands-on work experience? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government is committed to empowering micro, small and medium entrepreneurs, MSMEs, by fostering a supportive environment that enables them to flourish. The federal government has set up a subcommittee to evaluate the potential economic impact of the recent trade tariff by the United States government. We also told you that U.S. President Donald Trump's administration has exempted smartphones and computers from reciprocal tariffs, including the 125% levies imposed on Chinese import. Finally, in sport, Nigeria's under-18 and under-20 women's handball teams have begun their preparations in Lagos ahead of the International Handball Federation Trophies Women's Zonal Phase scheduled for April 20 to 24 in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesuwa Ejoyoka. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
Without the roads, there will be vehicles. Without the roads, there will be the streetlights. Without the roads, there will be the need for traffic lights. Without the roads, there won't be any need for the last mile officials. Without you, there won't be the roads. Without you, there won't be us. Therefore, observe the rules of driving.